Hey, welcome back. I'm Jamie Mays, and today I want to talk about something that I don't think gets said enough in this industry. Your real estate career will rise or fall based on the people you surround yourself with. Not your market, not your zip code, not even your work ethic, although that matters too. The people, the mentors, the colleagues, the partners, the community you plug into. That is the thing that will determine how far you go and how long you last. I know this because I've lived it. 30 plus years in the business, and the through line of every good season I've had, every breakthrough, every level up has been the right people showing up at the right time. So let's talk about it. I want to start here because I think this is where it all begins. Early in my career, I had someone who took me seriously before I took myself seriously. Someone who sat across the table from me and said, here's what you're capable of, here's what you need to work on, and I'm going to tell you the truth because I actually care about where you end up. So I was with a gentleman for 12 years. I was much younger and was still having babies and kids in sports and everything. So it seemed like the perfect fit at the time, and he was really too good for me. He kind of took me under his wing and taught me all the things that he thought I needed to know. And he was just such a big support. And the best part of that was anytime I had a concern or a question or I doubted what I thought I should do, he would answer his phone. Or he would, I don't know if we texted back then, so maybe not. But I could call him and he would answer the phone. He would answer my questions, and I just felt a huge comfort in that. And I think in this business that is super important that you have someone you trust and you can find out answers, because usually it's on a Friday night or Saturday morning, and it's not during the regular work week. So that was huge for me. Like I said, I was with him for 12 years, probably longer than I needed to be, because then I wanted to go out on my own and ended up forming a team. But I still hear his voice in my head certain times, certain things that I think of, or maybe I'm answering a question for someone on my team. I still think of Stuart. That changed everything for me, and I made a decision early on that when I got to a place where I could do that for someone else, I would, because that's how this is supposed to work. I've had the pleasure of helping and mentoring many agents over the years, and it is so much fun watching them succeed. I am their biggest cheerleader, not because I have all the answers, because I don't, but because I remember what it felt like to be earlier in this journey and not have a clear picture of what was possible. If you're an agent right now and you do not have a mentor, that is the first thing I want you to fix. Not a new CRM, not a new marketing strategy, a mentor. Someone who has done what you want to do and will definitely tell you the truth when you need it. All right, now let's talk about something that I think gets undervalued, especially by newer agents, and that's your circle of industry partners. I'm talking about your lenders, your title reps, your home warranty people, your inspectors, your contractors, the people who touch your transactions and your clients' lives right alongside you. I'm really proud of my partner network, really proud, because every single person I refer, every name that comes out of my mouth to a client is someone I trust with my reputation. Full stop. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens because I've been intentional about building relationships with people who share my same values. People who communicate, who follow through, who treat my clients the way that I would treat them. And here's what a strong partner network does for you that nobody talks about. It makes you better at your job. When you have a great lender in your corner, they educate your buyers in ways that make your whole transaction smoother. When you have a title rep who really knows their stuff, you catch things before they become problems. When your inspector is thorough and trustworthy, your clients feel taken care of, and they remember that. Your partners are a reflection of you. So choose them like it matters, because it does. And on the flip side, when a client asks me for a recommendation, whether it's for a home warranty or a painter or a plumber, I love that I can pick up the phone and say, I've got exactly the right person for you. That kind of confidence comes from years of building relationships. And it is one of the things that keeps clients coming back and sending their friends to us. Okay, so mentors, partners, now let's talk about community. And this one is really close to my heart. Real estate can be a very lonely business if you let it be. You're largely running your own show. Your schedule is your schedule. Your pipeline is your pipeline. And if you're not careful, you can end up in a bubble. Just you and your clients and your transactions, and you stop growing. I found Fiv Realty, and it genuinely changed the way I operate. What Fiv gave me and what I didn't fully expect was a community of agents from all over the country who are actually invested in each other's success. I'm talking agents in Texas, agents in Florida, agents in California, people I can call, text, bounce ideas off of, and learn from. People who are doing this at a really high level and who are willing to share what's working. And they are not in my market, which is the best part. That kind of exposure pushes you. When you're surrounded by people who are growing, you grow. When you're in a room, even a virtual room, with agents who are setting big goals and hitting them, it raises your bar. It makes you ask yourself, what am I doing to level up? And then here in Ohio, the community we've built is something I'm really proud of. These are agents I genuinely like, agents I respect. We collaborate, we share, we push each other outside of our comfort zones. We celebrate each other's wins. That doesn't happen everywhere, and I don't take it for granted. So a great example of this is an agent in Florida, and she has a very successful YouTube channel. I think she might even have two now, but she gets most of her business from her YouTube channel. She really helped me and was instrumental at starting my YouTube channel. And that's the beauty of it. We're not in the same market, but she wants to see me succeed, and I try to help her out in other ways. That's what the Fiv agents do for each other, and it's a win-win for everybody. There's also something worth mentioning about the way Fiv is structured. It's a cloud-based model, and there's a revenue share component built in that I think is really smart for agents who are thinking about the long game financially. I won't get into the weeds too much on that here, but it's part of why I chose this over staying at a traditional brokerage. If that interests you and you want some more information on that opportunity, stay tuned for the call to action at the end of this video. I want to say something that might sting a little, and I say it with love. If you're at a brokerage right now where nobody knows your name, where you're not learning anything, where you go weeks without a real conversation with another agent who challenges you, that environment is costing you, even if you can't see it yet. I talk to agents all the time who are producing just fine on the surface, but when I ask them when the last time was that someone in their office really pushed them or poured into them, they go quiet. And then that tells me everything. You cannot be a decent agent in isolation. You can be a decent agent in isolation, but you cannot be a great one. The growth, the creativity, the resilience this business requires, it comes from community. It comes from being around people who are honest with you, who share what they know, who hold you to a higher standard because they see what you're capable of. 30 plus years and I am still learning. I am still being challenged, and I am still in community with people who make me better. And that, more than anything, is why I love what I do. So if any of this resonated with you, if you're an agent who's been feeling a little isolated, a little stagnant, wondering if there's something more out there for your career, I want you to do one thing. Comment the word blueprint below this video. I have a free guide called the Modern Agent's Blueprint, and it goes deeper into what a different kind of brokerage experience can look like, the tools, the community, the model, all of it. I'll send it straight to you, and if you want to just cut to the chase and have a real conversation, my door is genuinely open. I do discovery calls because I love talking to agents who are hungry for more. The link is in the bio. You deserve to be in a room that makes you better. Go find it, or let us show you what that looks like. I'll see you in the next one.